Just like that time when it got weird between Mulder and Scully.
You can't quit now, Scully.
I can, Mulder.
This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Welcome to Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital. We've got a great show planned for today, don't we, Luke?
Yes, Lewis just went down to the athletics track and did his first session.
My first training session, as you guys would know, yesterday we actually I challenged you to beat you in a race if I have 30 days of training.
He thinks he can beat me in a running race.
Luke
How
used to
ridiculous.
Be a runner.
But this morning we went down to the athletics track down the road, and it was interesting, your first session, but we'll get to that later in the show.
Also, Luke, your dad has set you up with a new workmate.
I've got a new best bud in the office, apparently. Dad's called me up and said, yep, I know a family friend or something who works here, and I think he's going to be coming in, and I'm meeting him for the first time on air.
It's just about the loosest connection that's ever been made.
Yeah,
it's your dad's friend's mother-in-law's son, husband's, I don't know what's going on. Neither does
Goldfish's friend. My dad's trying to make me friends, so
you need the help, man.
Yeah.
But that'll be coming up after a little bit of music, and then we'll get straight into the show.
This is Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Now, Lewis.
Yes.
Last night received a phone call from my dad.
Yes.
About the show, and he was pretty pumped about it.
Bit of feedback?
Yeah. And he honestly didn't give me a lot of feedback about yesterday's show. He was more interested
What's more important than the show?
In setting me up on a friend date at my new job. So
your dad is trying to make you friends?
My dad is trying to make me friends in the office here.
Is this a regular occurrence?
No, so last night Dad called me.
Your dad didn't set us up.
No. He said, he called me and said, so Luke, one of my, a lady who he works with, Pam, Pam's son works at the radio station with us. And he said, Pam, he goes, Pam? I'm like, yeah, I know Pam. And he goes, well, Pam's son actually works at the radio station with you.
Your dad's friend's son?
No. Yes. Okay. My dad's friend's son works at the radio station with us.
About as loose as you can get.
Yeah, and he said, his name's Jimmy. He works in media and sales. He recently got married, so make sure you congratulate him. He goes, maybe try and see him tomorrow. It would be good if you could say hi. Now, I've never met Jimmy before.
No, well,
he's outside the studio.
I've met Jimmy.
You've met Jimmy before the show. You've organised us to meet for the first time on air.
Yeah, and I think we should get him in now. So we're going to get Jimmy into the studio.
Jimmy's coming in.
You've never met before. Jimmy, welcome to the studio.
Nice to meet you, Jimmy.
Luke and Lewis, they've just shaken hands. Here, put these headphones on. This is your microphone here, Jimmy. And now I would like you, Luke's dad would like you to meet Luke.
Yeah.
Hello, Luke.
So, nice to meet you, Jimmy.
How are you, buddy?
I'm very well.
So can you guys just quickly make friends?
Work together.
They do.
And
speak a little bit closer to the mic.
And I think that's the only thing we have in common. But we're going to test it now.
We're going to do a quick friendship test.
So you're Pam's
son-in-law.
Pam's son-in-law.
Son-in-law?
Oh, I thought it was Pam's
wasn't
son.
Our parents. No.
That's even further away. So
I'm
did
kind
you?
of like my mum anyway, but no.
Did you hear about this? Did Pam hit you up?
You know what? She actually did.
Yeah. So we both know about this friendship that.
You know what's even sadder than your dad trying to make you friends? Right. Your mother-in-law trying to make you friends.
No. She was very excited that
great.
Luke was starting here.
And I was very excited that I found out that you're
going to make more than one friend.
Yeah, I'm going to have another friend in the office. So we're going to do a quick friendship compatibility
Yes, I've written a few questions to see if you guys would make good friends. So, Jimmy, do you like Blink-182 or do you own a Paramore poster?
Blink 182.
Okay. Well,
yes.
Half of it. Pretty good. We're off to a good start.
Yeah.
And what's your favourite movie?
Probably Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. Luke?
Good film. Mine's Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
Not a good fit.
6.
Very different film. Very different.
No, it's still, I do rate Shawshank. It's a good film.
And Jimmy, you can't play two sound effects.
Because I do rate that.
That's correct and incorrect. Jimmy, do you prefer interesting people or boring people?
Interesting people.
That's no good. That's no good.
I'm pretty boring.
Luke's one of the most generic people on planet Earth. And the final question, Luke lives in Diamond Creek. So are you okay with travelling to the country for friendship dates?
Nah, Diamond Creek's pretty much out of my jurisdiction.
Sorry. Yeah, you'd have to catch a regional train to get out there.
Get the V-line out there.
Yeah.
So I think that was only one friendship compatibility.
I still want to pursue this friendship. What about you, Jimmy?
I'm in.
Yeah, we're both in.
That's
We're in for the long haul.
Well, you haven't asked the main question that your dad told you to ask.
Oh.
Or to tell him.
Congratulations on your marriage. I heard that you recently got married.
I definitely did, mate.
Yeah, that's not a ding. What? Yeah, congratulations. Dad goes, make sure you congratulate Jimmy on his new marriage. And I was like, I'll be sure to remember that. And I thank you for reminding me, Lewis.
Oh,
How do you
mate.
feel about Luke now that he's congratulated you on your marriage?
Well, mate, I was actually told to congratulate Luke on your new gig and working here at SCA.
Thank you very much. Another ding there, Michael. What?
That's the wrong button. So this entire conversation has just been scripted for us by Luke's dad and your mother-in-law.
Yep.
How do you reckon it went? Our first ever meeting.
Did you have a
It
follow-up?
went pretty well. Yeah, I'll have a follow-up. Yeah.
Have a follow-up date, friendship date. Not in Diamond Creek, though. That's too far.
No, that's too far. All right, well then, Jimmy, we'll see you after the show for your very first friendship date with Luke. This is
Thanks,
Luke and
guys.
Lewis for lunch
Look
on
forward to
Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, I have my very first ever high school reunion coming up.
Are you nervous?
No, not really. I don't think I am. Are you supposed to be nervous?
Is that only 5 years?
Yeah.
What's the point of... Who's really done a lot with their life after 5 years?
Well, I feel like I still kind of see my high school mates fairly regularly.
Yeah.
Like we're having a reunion more often than 5 years, basically once every 2 weeks, really. But we're having the 5-year reunion, and I don't know. I'm going to go because I think it'll be funny. I would like to see all of the teachers that I tormented. And they
I don't think they want to see you.
No, they don't, and that's why I'm going. I just wanted to say, I want to say to them, you know how you said I'd never be nothing? Well, look at me now.
Triple
I'm
M
on
Modern Digital.
and
And then just drop the mic and walk out. I'm assuming at that point you're on the stage. With
they'll
microphone.
go, did you say Triple M? No, Triple M Modern Digital.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I knew it.
They were right.
Now, what's happening, though, is there has been a little bit of an uproar with this school reunion amongst people from my year, because I didn't know they were going to do this. Nobody knew they were going to do this, but you have to pay $30 to get in to your own school reunion.
To see your friends again, you must pay money. Is there catering? Like, what's the $30
Well,
for?
that's what people are outraged about. So the principal's daughter actually was in our year level. So she's the one who's organising it. So she's got a direct link to the principal. So someone asked her, why are we paying $30? And she responded with, it's for the Thessalonians, which is the club of everyone who graduates school. Apparently you get in that club. I'd never heard of it.
The what? The Thessalonians?
It's something to do with a thistle.
It sounds like an ancient colony.
Yeah, it's like the Illuminati, but we have no powers and nobody knows we're in it.
Yeah, and you have to pay $30 to join.
And so she said it's for the Thessalonians, whatever that is, and to keep doing reunions, and for the school. So I think that last point is the only one that matters. It's for the school. And then we were like,
So
okay.
this is a fundraiser.
Basically. But then someone said, well, hang on, why do we have to pay $30 if the catering and drinks are not included?
It's to fund next year's 10-year... No, it's to fund the 10-year reunion.
I don't understand what it's for. Yeah, and we have to pay for our own drinks. And someone
so
asked...
it's just $30 to stand in a room.
And buy drinks. It's like paying entry to a terrible club.
A terrible club with people you don't want to hang out with. Yeah.
Basically. And you know what else? I found out that it's not just our year level. It's also year levels from like 50 years ago.
Oh, so it's not just your 5-year reunion.
They're whacking them all out.
Reunion.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just a massive... This is a
rort.
This is
it's
a scam.
It's an outrage. I'm outraged.
You're going to know about 30 people there. That's $1 for every person you catch up with. That's not worth it.
I know. And we have to pay for our own drinks. And somebody asked how much they are. And we were just told bar prices. That's confusing. What kind of bar?
That means expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking like Rats, $5 drinks?
Yeah.
Or are we talking $30 drinks because you have to wear a suit and tie to get in?
Yeah. What's the dress thing? Is there
we haven't been told there's a dress code. I'm assuming you have to buy the clothes.
Rock
before
up
you
in a
get
tux, just to, set a false impression that you're killing it.
I mean, that's the only way that I could give the impression that I am is dressing nice, because if I show up and tell everyone I'm on Triple M Modern Digital, then I'll just start crying.
I'm on Triple M Modern Digital, but look at my tux. And they'll be like, ooh, I'm indifferent. It'll just completely neutralize it.
That's a great idea.
Success.
All right. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. We'll be right back. Luke, I recently got in some big trouble with my girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
What did you do?
Well, I actually didn't do anything.
So, unfair?
Incredibly
Are you calling unfair?
Yes, I'm calling unfair. I'll let you be the judge of this situation. I want you to tell me whether or not this was fair or unfair, okay? So, I took my girlfriend on a date to Pancake Parlour.
So you've already in the plus. Well done.
That's a big fair.
Positive.
Exactly. Pancake Parlour is quite nice, quite expensive, good decor.
Well done, Lewis.
Good date setting.
Now you're just bragging. All right, calm down.
Look, I'm just saying that I'm a great boyfriend. So if I've lost her over this, listeners, call in if you'd like to replace my girlfriend at the end of this segment. Now, so what happened is when you go to a restaurant, you look at the menu. So I was looking at the menu while we were waiting to be seated, and about 30 seconds went by, and then they were ready to seat us. So we went down and we sat down, and when we walked into the restaurant, my girlfriend was in a great mood. Oh my God, Pancake Parlour, awesome! What a good boyfriend I have. Then when we
was that an exact quote,
yes,
or are you paraphrasing?
That was. I didn't even say that. That was actually I recorded that, and we just played a sound effect. Then that's exactly what she sounds like.
So she'd be wrapped with that.
Yes, absolutely. I hope she's listening. Hello, Jazz. Now, so she was really happy when we walked into the restaurant. Then we went and sat down at the table. Massive mood change. Immediately, very grumpy with me.
Was she not happy with the table setting?
I don't know. I was studying the menu. I was really looking at this menu, picking out what I wanted. Cheese and potato pancakes, by the way. Great choice for Lewis.
That's a bit odd. I don't know about that.
We went for a dinner date, all right? We're not all 12.
I'm like that basic guy who goes to a pancake themed, like Pancake Parlour, and will just get maple syrup. Like maple syrup or the one with the sprinkles on it, the Alice in Wonderland. I'm a basic boy.
That's just diabetes, the meal.
It is.
Anyway, so she's really grumpy, and I'm like, what's the matter? And she says to me, well, while we were waiting to be seated, a woman walked out of the restaurant, and she had a very large chest. She was quite a busty woman, and I know you looked at her.
Did you?
No.
I
was looking at the menu like a normal human.
So she was checking out a girl.
And I got in trouble for it. It doesn't make any sense. And I was like, wait, who? And then I turned around and I saw her and I was like, oh man, I should have looked.
Well, that's when you went wrong.
Yeah.
But if she was mad at you before that, then you weren't in the wrong until that moment.
I don't know. I just don't understand why I got in trouble for that. But apparently you can get in trouble for your partner checking out another woman.
I don't know how.
I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
I think okay, my ruling is you were completely in the right until you then went and looked afterwards.
So basically now me and my girlfriend are even. That's what you say. Okay.
You're both pervs, all right? Both have a bit of respect, right?
I could deal with that.
Lewis, time for my favourite segment. It's a brand new segment on our show. We've done it in the demos before. Tapes. But for those tuning in for the first time, this is a segment where I have a few thoughts and I like to just... I'm not having a go at anyone in this segment, but I'm firing off a bit of a...
Bit of food for thought.
I'm having a think about you.
Yeah.
Perhaps change your ways.
You should have a think about yourself.
But you don't have to. It's just some food for thought. I'm giving people just.
So it's almost a suggestion, but you're not even confident enough in your own thinking ability to give a suggestion. You're just prompting someone to also think.
That's 100% correct. Yeah. So if we could get some thinking music just to set a kind of a. Yeah, that's good.
You know what, Luke? This is making my brain quite hungry for some food for thought.
Yeah. The brain's ticking, and so we're ready to go. So
fill it up, mate.
No worries. So my first thought is, I can't fathom how there isn't a bum emoji. It's 2017, and I can't like moon someone digitally at the touch of a button.
That is weird.
Like, lots of people argue that the peach emoji is a replacement bum, but for those people, they're eggplant heads. So...
That's actually a great thought, because they have the middle finger emoji, which really is ruder. That can be used to offend someone. They also have
a poop emoji. No bums.
So they have a poop emoji, but they don't have its home.
Can't moon someone over a text message. Just some food for thought. Anyway, maybe...
Not really an outrage, but just something to think about.
I'm not sure who I'm getting angry at. The emoji company? I don't know who makes those. So the next one. I saw a guy a few days ago busking at traffic lights.
Yeah.
And he was juggling. he was only doing 3 balls.
Well, that's juggling.
I almost have that many testicles. That's not impressive. 3? I reckon I can do 3.
You can do 3.
Oh, if we can get some balls here near in the song, I'll do 3, I reckon.
Could you do 3 testicles?
No, just 3 balls.
Well, I'm glad we sorted that one out.
But with 3, that's not impressive for busking.
Well, whoever that guy was, or just jugglers in general.
Lift your game, get another ball in there.
Yeah.
Then get back to me. I'm not giving you $2 for that.
That's not going to get you into the circus, is it?
So why are you juggling next to traffic lights anyway?
Yeah.
Clean my window and get your balls out of here. Okay, the final thought.
This is the final thought.
This one's
so
having
it's not many thoughts. You have a whole week and you just go with 3
3.
thoughts.
It's a big week. This one I'm having a go at scientists. So I'm having a go at the science community. In 2011, researchers named "We're the Champions" by Queen the catchiest song in the world.
It's pretty catchy. I immediately know the chorus of that song as soon as you said it.
I reckon give the Oompa Loompa song another listen from Willy Wonka, and I think you'll find you're wrong. Fade it up, Michael.
Pretty.
Sorry, Freddie Mercury, but Oompa Loompas, you can be singing that all day.
Rest in peace, Queen. Bring on the Oompa Loompa band.
So I told you, I'm right bang on, aren't I?
Thank you very much,
3
Luke.
great thoughts. You're welcome, everyone. I'm going to take the rest of the week off.
Okay, well, Luke's going home. I'm going to do the rest of the show by myself because he's outthinked himself. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. We'll be right back.
Like Batman and Robin.
Holy hole in a donut!
Or maybe a bit more like Bert and Ernie.
Hey, Bert.
This is Luke and Lewis on Triple M Modern Digital.
Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital.
Batman and Robin joining out. I'm Batman, by the way.
I would dispute that. We'll see at the end of this race who's the real Robin.
All right.
Robin.
Oh. You're Catwoman, all right?
Oh, okay. Now, I went for if you don't know, Luke and I spontaneously challenged each other to a race.
You challenged me to a race.
That's
I
true.
don't see the need to prove this because I just know I'll win, but...
Yeah, so I challenged you to a race because Luke used to be quite a serious runner, but he let his training slip for a while now, but he still holds on to it. He still thinks he's a good runner. So I thought, well, if I have a month to train and Luke's not allowed to train, I bet I could beat him in a race.
And this morning you had your very first training session. How are you feeling after it?
Honestly, I'm actually a little bit surprised at myself of how well I did. I thought I would be a lot worse.
You shouldn't be. You ran about 500 metres and you almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, but at least I didn't end up in an ambulance. I was thinking I'd be at ambulance stats, but
Wow.
I'm pretty happy with
You
how it
guys
went.
had really low expectations.
I surprised you. You accused me of cheating.
Yeah, okay. You did one lap around the exterior of the athletics track because there was a school group training, as you'll hear in this bit of audio we've got coming up. Lewis was intimidated to run around the school kids because he knew they'd beat him.
We didn't want to film the kids.
Yeah.
Weird thing to do.
So this is how the training went this morning. We went down to the local athletics track and this is how Lewis went.
So we got to the athletics track, and there's an entire school of runners here. To be honest, haven't started my training yet, so I'm feeling a bit intimidated. I saw a primary school kid run like the wind, so I don't think I want to embarrass myself in front of 12-year-olds.
So we're going to go out and train by the lake where no one can see his shameful technique.
But at the end of the month, I'm going to smash these kids.
Warm up, just up and back. See you in 10 minutes.
Do you want me to jog or sprint?
Jog.
All right, here we go.
Look how he runs. He looks constipated when he runs.
For a warm-up, I'm actually kind of pumped. Feeling pretty warmed up.
So you're going to do a lap of the outside of the stadium so the school kids can't see you running?
Yep, easy.
Yeah, go.
All right, I'll see you in a couple seconds.
This is going to take him 20 minutes. We're going to be late for the show. Lewis is coming back. I'm convinced he's cheated. He hasn't been for he's probably only been gone for about 5 minutes. Sprint! Finish it off! That's what he stopped. He's run about 500 metres, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm feeling the asthmatic attack. Accused me of cheating.
Yeah, because you came back a lot quicker than I thought you would, actually.
Mate, call me the Flash.
All right. All right. Still took about 5 minutes to run 600 metres.
Is that actually good?
No.
Oh, okay.
I used to run it in about minute 30.
So that's kind of awful. All right. Well, but that's what I've realized is I've challenged you to a race, but I have no idea what kind of race we're going for?
No.
How long should the race be?
I reckon. Honestly, I'm so confident we could do 100 meters or a marathon. I don't care. I'll
Mate,
beat you.
Let's do a triathlon. I don't care. I don't give a hoot.
I'm not. I'm not holding on to being a cyclist and a swimmer.
Okay, well, how about this? Why don't we throw it to the listeners?
All right.
How long
People
should we
can
race?
decide how far we reckon we should run, because honestly, I'll beat you over anything.
I think it should be more than 100 meters, but it shouldn't be a marathon. We do want to settle this
All right.
fairly quickly, but not too quick.
So we're asking you guys on 1300 161 006, how long should we race?
Yep, so give us a call, 1300 161 006. Let us know how long you think the race should be, and we'll just pick whoever has the best reason. I don't know. We just want your input. That's what we want. So give us a call, 1300 161 006. How long should Luke and I's race be? This is Luke and Lewis for lunch. We'll get to your calls after this. Now, over the break, we initiated a phone call segment. We are asking people, how long should our race be? Because I've challenged Luke to a race. I have a month to train for it, but we didn't decide on the length of the race. So we thought, well, we'll just throw it to callers.
By the way, I'm confident of beating you over any distance. So this does not matter to me at all. I'm not fazed by whatever they say.
So we've got a potential Olympic athlete in the studio with us. That's amazing, despite never running for the last 3 months. So let's go to our first caller. Adam, how long should our race be?
I would say about 10 kilometres.
10 kilometres?
That's long.
Is that a marathon?
Yeah.
No, 40 kilometres is a marathon, 42.5.
Oh, so it's 1/4 of a marathon. Okay, why Adam? Why? Do you have any reasoning for it, or?
Look, I was deaf to Team Chubby yesterday, but after hearing the horrible performance you showed earlier, I think Luke has bragging rights and can do the 10 kilometres, and
telling you,
Steve
mate.
Lewis can't do it.
People have they've heard the puffing, and that was only 500 metres.
I'm losing membership.
That's not even 1 kilometre. You can't do 10.
Well, okay. Well, let's go to Bob Marley.
Thanks very much, Adam.
Bob, surely you're on my team here. How long should the race be?
Oh, mate, 6 kilometres.
6? That's a bit
kilometres.
shorter for you.
That's a bit
People
shorter.
are still looking for a real endurance challenge here.
I don't know. Every time I hear the word kilometre, it freaks me out.
Oh, mate, a kilometre's easy.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Wait.
you reckon 6 kilometres. And what team are you on? Who do you reckon's going to win this thing, Bob?
Oh, mate, Team Ben Mart's a white guy.
Oh, right.
Okay, so he's Team Luke.
That's my podcast. It's just referenced. Thank you for that.
Sorry, listeners.
Bob, firstly, you said that 6 kilometres is nothing. Do you run?
I mean, mate, I used to have to run to my dealer's place all the time.
True Bob Marley fashion. So we'll go to the next caller. Dylan, how long should our race be?
G'day, boys. Our first time, long time today.
First time? You know we've only been on air for 3 days, so it's
Also
not a
our
very
first
long time.
Impossible to be a long-term listener. We've only been here for 3 days.
But have you listened to each day, Dylan?
Yeah.
Yeah, long-time listener of the show.
Listener. All right, so we've got a dedicated fan here. How long should our race be?
I was thinking a 200-metre hurdles race.
So you want us to have obstacles on the track?
We don't need obstacles. I barely even know how to run. I don't want to learn how to jump as well.
You honestly think Lewis could do a hurdle and not stumble?
I think you could just step over it. It might be easy.
That's true. You
That
could
is
probably
true.
you wouldn't even realise they're there.
Yeah, I mean, I basically hurdle to work every day.
Well, thank you very much, Dylan. Dylan, do you run yourself?
No.
No, you just want to see us trip over hurdles.
Yeah.
Thanks very much
That's
for that.
fine.
We'll have to check the insurance policy
All right,
on
so we've got-
digital. But thank you very much, Dylan.
We've got 10 kilometres, 6 kilometres, and 200 metres.
Yeah.
I reckon we should pick something in between. We'll have a think about it.
Yeah, we're going to
over
have
the
a think
weekend.
about this. Also, let us know on our social media as well.
Yeah.
We're on Facebook.
What do you
and
reckon the
Instagram.
race should be?
Yeah,
Because
how
we're going
long
to do
should it
this
be?
race fair income, and you guys should be able to come to watch this race.
Yeah,
So-
we're going to make an event out of it. So it should be something like, that we could put in a stadium. I'm thinking maybe Rod Laver Arena. We could set up a big track.
I just want to
something
point
like the
out
Olympics,
that's a
or-
tennis stadium, not a running
Well,
stadium.
Luke, I'll beat you in any
Lewis,
sport you like.
you
Tennis,
keep- you
pool,
trying-
swimming,
You
badminton.
keep trying to make out like you know stuff about running. You didn't even know how far a kilometre was. So
Well, tomorrow I'm going to do some research on sport-related activities, and we'll get back to it.
we'll have a think about it. So the race is unconfirmed length yet, but we'll have a think about it over the weekend.
Let us know. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, I'm outraged.
Why?
I got scammed. I got ripped off yesterday. What happened is we went down to explore the shops around our office.
Oh,
basically.
by a local business.
Yeah, well, I wanted to support local businesses, so I thought, what's good around here? And I noticed a juice store. I was like, oh, don't mind a bit of juice.
As in just a juice store?
Yeah, just
See, already
a juice.
I'm outraged that that's even a thing.
Well, no, Boost Juice
Okay,
is pretty
no,
good.
they'd want to be yeah, that's the thing. Boost Juice do a good juice, but that's because
They
if
make
you're
it
only
in
doing
front of
one
you.
thing,
Yeah.
you're got to do it right.
Yeah, and I want to see you do it.
Yeah.
You know, like if you only do... Because here's the thing. I'll explain this store. It was quite a big store for how little stock they had. It was literally quite a big store, looked mostly empty, but they had one wall with an open fridge on it and about maybe 10 different flavors of bottled juice and one woman with an iPad in there. And I was immediately attracted by the aesthetic of that store. I'm like, oh, I need to fill that store. It's so empty. It needs a customer.
Do you reckon they purposely have no customers just so they get the people like you in who
Idiots.
sympathise with empty space for some reason?
I do feel sorry for an empty business.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'll give you one.
See, for me, that's warning signs.
Yeah.
Alarm bells start ringing going, well, why is there anyone else in there? I shouldn't go in there if no one else wants to.
It could be
I like a
exclusive
busy
juice
store. Like, if I see a line, I'm like, oh, queue, must be good. And then I'll go in, I'll
Yeah,
approach the store
You're the
with
type
caution.
of person to walk down the shopping strip and pick the restaurant that has a line.
Yeah.
I would never do that in my life. I would see the line and be like, I'm not going in there.
I was
Nobody
with
makes
you.
eggs good enough for a queue.
I was with you. I went to another store. When you went and got this juice, I
Yeah.
got intimidated by the empty
You
space.
didn't
and
even
just-
go in.
I kept walking. And then I was like, there's no way I'm going in there because A, we're going to have a conversation that I don't want to have.
Yeah.
And B, it's going to be expensive juice, I bet, because how do they pay their rates or whatever
Yeah.
of just juice?
Well, this is something that I figured out.
Is this
because
your outrage?
I bought this juice, right?
You
and
still
it's a
haven't told me.
pre-bottled juice. They don't make it in front of you. It's pre-bottled. I just got mango and oranges, nothing exotic, no dragon fruit, nothing like that. I paid for it. She goes, that'll be $9, thanks. $9
For juice.
Juice. And Boost Juice, you get more juice. They make it in front of you. Not even that's as expensive as $9. So I was trying to figure out, why is this juice $9?
Did you get to a point where she said the price, but you felt too awkward to leave?
Yeah, because I was the
Like,
only
and you
person.
end up just
I paid
purchasing-
for it.
Yeah, of course you did. Because you can't be like, oh, I'm your one customer for the day.
Exactly.
I retract my purchase and walk back to the shelf and put your juice back.
Yeah, it's not like it was $1,000 bag, and I'm like, oh no, thank you.
Yeah.
It was like $9 in juice.
You're
and I'm
just like, oh, this is $4 more than I should be paying for this product.
exactly. But I found out why these juices are so expensive. I actually did a bit of background research, and I found one of the official videos of this juice companies, and this is it. Welcome to Expensive Juice Co. Today, we're going to show you how we make our $9 juice. First, the oranges we squeeze are grown underground, but also on a mountain somehow. And undergrounded. The undergrounded oranges are guarded by a ferocious troll called Tim.
Oh, Tim, get out of my undergrounded.
Oh God, run! Why couldn't we just get regular oranges? After losing several staff members in the undergrounded, the oranges are taken to our premium juicing facility, which is also guarded by a ferocious troll, but this one's called Michelle.
Oh, Michelle, get out of my premium juicing facility.
Ah! Why is everything we own guarded by ferocious trolls? And finally, after losing a few more staff members in the premium juicing facility, we need to put our juice into its fancy packaging. Yeah, this fancy packaging is going to cost about $8 a bottle. Huh, I guess we'll just have to charge the customer $9 then.
Wait, so the price is $9 because the packaging is expensive.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point I'm trying to make here.
So the trolls had nothing to do with this sketch.
No, I just wanted to have trolls in a sketch.
That's so stupid.
Careful.
What?
This entire sketch is guarded by a ferocious troll.
It's still stupid.
Yeah, I'm Dave. Get out of my weird radio sketch.
Oh, quick, run!
Get out of here, Luke!
That's the thing I've ever.
More Luke and Lewis after this. They're just on the phone to their mum. Triple M Modern Digital.
I understand that one of your friends has had a very serious problem happen to him.
He's had an unfortunate incident happen to him while browsing through Facebook. I was with him at the time.
Yes.
And when something happens, often a little dilemma is like, accidentally liking someone's photo and you're like,
Yeah, when you're scrolling about 18 months back on their Instagram.
Oh, that's code red. If you're 18 months back on someone's Instagram, I do not like that.
Especially if they've only recently turned 18.
Yeah.
Then you're in the danger zone. So what happened to your friend?
So he was on Facebook, right, scrolling through his news feed, and it was raining at the time, just some light spitting at the time. We were outside.
Which can really mess with the touchscreen.
Yeah, and I think there was some, his finger between the touchpad, there was an error that happened.
I think it's called water.
Water, yeah, that happened. I'm not actually sure how the touchscreen works, but whatever happened there, something went wrong.
Yes.
And there was an RIP post from a family member.
Oh, no.
So a loved one had passed away. Someone was making a tribute post on his news feed, and now on Facebook these days you can react emotionally to posts.
Yeah,
right.
And it is a little bit weird liking a rest in peace post.
Yeah, and I think that was a good addition to Facebook. So you don't have to, because it was always a bit awkward. Because you're like, I'm not liking.
Do I
fact.
like this or do I comment? My
well, you like to show support, but you also don't actually like the fact that a loved one has sadly passed away.
I've rarely celebrated a friend's grandma dying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
not often are you chucking out like reacts at a funeral. But so what happened was, I think you can see where this is going.
Yeah,
there's a range of reacts, and he was going for a love react, right? He went,
He wasn't going for a crying react?
Not sad, love, showing support. We love their family. So
okay, so it's like, I love you, not
love,
ripping news. I love that news. Awesome. Grandma's dead. Love it.
So he went for and due to the rain on the phone screen, accidentally laugh react to the family member's RIP post. Took him about a minute or so to realise.
So they would have definitely seen it.
Well, I think because of the rain, he thought, they would have seen it. And then there was a chaos. As soon as he realised, he went straight back, dried the phone screen, changed it to the love react, but we're still not sure to this day if they got a ha-ha notification or a love.
Does it correct itself?
Either way, it's insensitive.
Because you know what else, though? When there's multiple reactions, it shows you 7 loves, 25 sads, one
ha-ha from my mate. Yeah. That's why you've got to just play it safe and flower react everything. I'm not sure why they have that reaction in there. Is it grateful? I'm not sure what it means.
Up to interpretation.
Yeah.
So basically technology failed this man.
Yeah. So technology failed him big time. It was a part rain, part his phone failed him. He had a bit of an older phone. So technology failed. And we wanted to ask you guys, I mean, this probably happens all the time to people. So we wanted to ask you guys on 1300 161 006. Give us a call.
When has technology failed you?
Has it ever failed you? No, it doesn't matter. Because we don't have time. 1300 161 006. When has technology failed you? Give us a call.
We want to hear it. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Now, just before the song break, we asked listeners, when has technology failed you?
Because a friend of mine had an incident where he accidentally reacted on Facebook a family member's RIP post, a tribute to a lost loved one. He was going for a love react, went for a laugh react accidentally. Technology well and truly failed him that day. So let's go to you guys.
We'll go to our first caller.
Joe, when has technology failed you?
Well, I had my iPhone on 50% and it died on me.
As in, it went from 50% to 0?
Yeah.
And did you need to make any calls at the time, or you just bummed that you don't have a phone for the rest of the day?
Yeah, I actually did. I was on a train back to my town, and my mum had to pick me up.
So, So did she pick you up later?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Sounds rough, Joe.
That's a big inconvenience. You know what? That's a big first world problem there.
Yeah, you really called it up. That was not really an issue. Wait, so what did you do? Did you borrow someone else's phone?
No, I was all alone, and I didn't want to ask anyone.
See, that's the problem with our generation. Back in the day, hey mate, can I borrow your phone? Yeah, no worries.
Back in the day, nobody had a phone. Thanks very much, Joe. All right, we're going to go to our next caller, Beth. Beth, when has technology failed you?
Hi, I used to have this robot thing on my Instagram, and basically, I can't believe I'm admitting this on the radio, but it would go and like people's stuff and comment on it, and they had some automated comments, and one of those automated comments was amazing with like the big hands up emoji.
Yeah, and was this to get like extra followers, so people would see your comment and follow you back?
And it was a robot just getting you out there on lots of people's posts.
Yeah,
Beth,
and then people think
I hate those robots.
Yeah. No one likes that on the internet.
Did it work for you, though? Are you now Instagram famous? Is that why you don't use it anymore?
Look, I wouldn't say I'm Instagram famous, but I reckon I got like 1,000 new followers in a couple of months.
But when did this technology fail you? Because currently it's just a great success.
Maybe I should use one.
Well, the thing is a certain lack of control. So someone had put up a picture after they'd been in a car accident and they were in hospital and they had a broken leg. And it posted the automatic amazing comment with the hands up emoji. And then they liked it and it came off my feed. I was like, oh, nah, that's it. Like, I need to stop this.
Yeah, that's not very amazing, is it? Oh, great. You've just been in a car accident. Sick. Follow me back.
Maybe your robot was referring to the short ambulance response time that they got to hospital. Amazing work by the medical professionals, or was it just insensitive?
We'll go with the medical professionals. That's definitely what it was. Yep.
And did you get a message from the person?
I just got a like comment.
They liked your comment.
Maybe they was, I did survive that one. Thank you very much.
Yeah, amazing.
So how many Instagram followers do you have now, Beth?
I don't want to reveal too much on the radio. 4,000.
4,000. All right, so that's pretty good. Maybe I'll try out one of these bots. Thank you very much for calling, Beth.
I don't have it anymore. That's why I don't use it. Otherwise,
she's lying.
She's downloaded 3 other apps. Thanks, Beth. We'll be right back after this. Luke and Lewis for lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. Luke, I have a bone to pick with you. Recently, I saw you on Snapchat, and really, I know that I'm going to tell you this problem and you're not even going to understand that it's a huge problem. This is a big issue, okay? So I saw you on Snapchat. I can't even begin to explain it. You had 2 sausages on a plate. You were putting them into the microwave.
I remember this.
And then you captioned it, cooking sausages.
Because that's the kind of things you need to send to your mates, everyone.
That is not cooking.
I was reheating them.
Reheating sausages in the microwave.
They were pre-cooked.
It's not cooking. So they were pre-cooked.
So you just had the problem with the caption. But I think wait, you say you can't
I don't have a problem with the caption. I have a problem with you actually think that that's cooking. You use the microwave to cook, to reheat your meals. You actually think you're a chef when you're putting stuff into the microwave.
You can cook stuff in the microwave.
You can't.
Hey, give me enough time. I'll cook a roast in a microwave. Give me 7 hours. And I'll cook you a spit roast, microwavable spit roast.
A microwavable spit roast. You'll drain the power from the whole building. You have to set up 30 microwaves.
Wait, so did you have a problem with my terminology? Because I was reheating previously cooked sausages.
I just have a problem with the fact that you can't cook unless there's a microwave involved.
Or a toaster. I can cook with a toaster.
That's also not cooking. That's just toasting. What can you cook in a toast?
Bread.
Toast.
Bread.
Yeah.
It becomes toast once you put the bread in.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, mate. That is not cooking. That's
Crumpets,
toasting. That's microwaving. Just stop
waffles.
Stop listing baked goods and take this seriously.
I've never actually cooked a waffle. I don't know how you cook a waffle.
No, you wouldn't know. You don't know how to cook. It doesn't go in a microwave, so you're just lost.
So what is it? Do you want me to prove to you that you can cook it in a microwave? That I can cook in a microwave? I'll cook you a 3-course meal tomorrow in a microwave.
A 3-course meal. You could have started a little bit lower than that. I would have been okay with like a brunch. A microwave brunch.
Luke and Lewis for lunch, and you're going to be wined and no wine, just dined like a king. You're going to be chocolate milked and dined like a king.
Okay. You actually think that you can cook me a 3-course meal? You're going to do it tomorrow?
For the show. All right, I will serve you a 3-course meal on the show. Chef Luke, I'll get a chef's hat.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I think I already have one.
Maybe you get a microwavable chef hat. It's really small, and you put it in the microwave, and then it fits your head.
All right, tomorrow, that's what we're going to be doing on the show.
Okay, challenge accepted.
What do you mean? I'm accepting my own challenge.
Okay, well, I'm challenging myself to turn into Manu from MasterChef.
You're going to have to challenge yourself to probably eat it.
All right, so tomorrow I want you to cook me a 3-course meal.
Are you looking forward to it?
No, not at all. I would be lying if I said yes. I'm looking forward to you failing. But until then, I guess we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that about wraps up our show. Now I don't want to come to work tomorrow.
Yeah. And are you going to train again tomorrow?
Yes, I'm
Make
going to
sure
be
you
training.
train before the meal. I wouldn't want to train after this meal.
Sorry, could you cook me like a bit something with a lot of protein in it, not too many carbs?
Take
just
what
a good,
you get, mate. All right, he's being spoiled over there.
A 3-course runner's meal, please. That'd be absolutely delicious. Actually, no, it won't, but it'd be kind of good.
You're getting what you're given. All right? Because I know exactly when I'm going to cook you and you're going to love it. So,
all right.
Bet would recommend running beforehand. I wouldn't want to do any type of physical activity.
Look, I'll think about it. All right, so tomorrow you'll cook me a meal for Luke and Lewis for microwavable lunch on Triple M Modern Digital. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening.